Hey, what's up, boys? It's James, Redneck Superman again. I want to address some more Truthfully Trisha stuff Dr. Phil doesn't seem to cover. I don't know if he will cover. And Monday's part 2. But, it's on Google looking for some, Stay Negative. I think that's Negs. I think is his name. That's a good channel to find, to look at. Here's one of Truthfully Trisha's victims right here that she likes to bully, a lady named Amy Slayton. I'm not really big into this stuff, so I don't know who Amy Slayton is, really. But that's one of the... That's how she got to be named. That's how she got to be so big, was picking on that woman. Really bad. Was shaming her. This is Mandy, Miss ATX. I did a search for Truthfully Trisha Pizza. I was looking for pizza because I want to discuss the pizza story with y'all real quick. And another thing that's going to come out in Dr. Phil on Monday is she bullied a woman so bad that she, especially fake cancer, we're Truthfully Trisha fake cancer. She bullied another woman so bad she committed suicide. That will be on Dr. Phil on Monday, I believe. Or at least she had a part in it. But anyways, Truthfully Trisha, she, the pizza story. Yeah, pizza came to her house suddenly one day, and it was more than one. And actually happened again tonight. This is Friday night, early Saturday morning that I'm making this video, and the first episode of Dr. Phil just aired. And somebody ordered anchovy pizza to her house. But anyways, when the first pizza came to her house with the black pepper deal, when she said she had anaphylaxis reaction, come to find out later, we found out later on, Trisha knows the girl that works at the pizza place. They had been in contact on Facebook before, and she had live streamed from the pizza place, and she took the live stream down, where she went in and talked to the lady in front of all these customers and acted all crazy. And she said, you remember our conversations on Facebook, or said something about some Facebook messages. There was already some stuff going on between Trisha and this girl on Facebook. I've been on the girl's Facebook that works at the pizza place. I'm not going to show her Facebook. I'm not going to tell anybody where it is. That girl's private. She wants to keep her job. She don't need to be in the middle of this. But that's part of the pizza story. That they knew each other beforehand. That was a setup. And the next day after the pizza thing, Truthfully Trisha called it a movie. She didn't say it was what happened last night. She goes, if you watched the movie from last night, the next day, she does all these little fraudulent slips all over the place. She does this. There's just a bunch of funny, inconspicuous little weird things that happened during the pizza deal. And the only time she stopped live streaming that day is when she said she got off the live stream to call Sean. And it was a little bit at time, so she had enough time to say, it must be like, well, I was live streaming, how could you can set up for a delivery to happen. Like when the pizza place opens at 10 or 11 a.m., normally they open around 10 a.m., you know, for like a Domino's. This wasn't a Domino's, it's a mom and pop place, but you can call and have arrange for a pizza to be delivered at a certain time. You can call the day prior and set up a delivery. You call that morning and set up a delivery for that evening. You know, you can do that. It's not a problem. And another thing about the black pepper anaphylaxis, I met a family the other day, and we were eating at the restaurant, and the family on the table next to us, the lady ordered, you know, the particular restaurant was more like it wasn't an everyday type restaurant. It was more like a mom and pop, and mentioned that she had a black pepper allergy, and she had to have her food cooked special for her. But this is a local restaurant where we were at in my area, and it's one of those places where, you know, if they know you and they know what's going on, it's a mom and pop type place, you can order things the way you need it. So I interjected. I had to ask this lady, because of this Dr. Phil episode, I had to ask, because I knew Trisha. I'd seen the whole thing go down with the black pepper pizza thing. We call it Peppergate or Pizzagate. And I asked the lady about her pepper allergy, and I asked her if she always carried an EpiPen. Yeah, she would not go anywhere without an EpiPen. And I asked her about ordering food, you know, or where she could eat. This lady told me straight up she has a black pepper allergy. She cannot eat at Burger King, McDonald's, any fast food chain restaurant she could not eat at. I asked her if she could eat pizza from anywhere. She said no. She couldn't eat Domino's, Pizza Hut, nothing. Nothing prepared by any restaurant this lady could eat. Nothing. Everywhere was dangerous for her to eat. She special ordered the food in this restaurant. She told me, like, if she goes to eat, like where I live, you know, if you live in the North Carolina area like Trisha does, I don't know, I don't know where my video is going. But if you live on a long coastline, you get seafood restaurants. She said she would go in, and I live on a coastline in Florida. So, you know, seafood is a big deal. So the lady told me when she went out to eat at another local seafood restaurant, she had to order boiled fish and a plain baked potato. I mean, you can't just go to Burger King and order something like that. Burger King is made your way, but not made your way like that. A Whopper would be totally off limits to her, she said. She goes, I could never eat a Whopper. I could not eat Domino's. She had a lethal black pepper allergy. It's so common. A black pepper allergy is actually very common in America today. Being allergic to onions is a more rare occurrence than black pepper. If you look it up, there's a whole community of people with black pepper allergies. It is a big deal in America today. It's not a big deal, but I mean it's in the top 10. It's right. It's not far below peanuts. I mean, it's not far below that. But this lady pretty much told me, she said she could not eat in any fast food restaurant ever unless she prepared the food herself or knew the people who prepared it and she could trust them. Then she could not eat. She couldn't order food. Bottom line. So this, oh yeah, the whole black pepper pizza. Okay, half the pizza was mushroom and half the pizza was pepperoni. Anybody knows anything about food production? I like to make my own sausages and smoked meats and cured meats, salamis and stuff like that, pepperonis. Any sausage or pepperoni is going to have a great amount of pepper in it. Now, even if it was half pepperoni, and you're like, oh, she only ate the pizza with the mushrooms. No, the pepper and the pepperoni and that grease is going to be puddled all over that pizza. The pepper from that pepperoni, because there is quite a bit of pepper in pepperoni. I'm not saying that's why it's called pepperoni, but that is one of the things. You wouldn't be able to eat it. The oils from the pepper would be all over the pizza. Just like when somebody has a peanut allergy, you just can't go. You can't have stuff that touches other peanuts. That's why they list things about peanut allergies on food items today. If it was prepared in a place where peanuts were prepared. You know, it's so bad with anaphylaxis like that people, I don't see how people have a peanut allergy and go down a peanut butter aisle in Walmart. You know, I bet you they don't go near that aisle. It's so bad. But anyways, that's the moral of the story. If you got a pepper allergy, you can't eat Whoppers, you can't eat Subway. I asked all this to this lady. I said, can you eat Subway? She said, no. Never. Can you eat Domino's? No. Pizza Hut? No. Nowhere, McDonald's, Burger King, nowhere was safe for this woman to eat to get away from pepper. Any pre-bought, pre-made food in the freezer aisle of any store, couldn't eat it. Everything had to be hand prepared by her. Y'all have a good one. Mary's greatest country on earth.